Good morning, welcome. It's great to see some already familiar faces from last night.
Thanks for being here. Thanks for investing your time and energy in this important conversation and for influencing each other and influencing us.
We're going to get into today some of that data and examine what those shifts mean to American families and our nation as a whole.
60 some odd years, Walmart was always about save money, live better, and now one of the more important things that we talk about is saving time.
We have a window of opportunity. Let's try to get some things in place structurally and at the household level, ties that to something that'll leave some permanent benefit for folks.
Very often, the jobs that are most exciting, that pay a solid wage, that provide dignified work, don't exist in your communities because the jobs that exist in your communities seem to be disappearing.
The worst thing I hate to see is when we have folks in our city who go to community college and then they owe more in debt for getting a 2-year degree, an associate's or a certificate.
And if you pull together all of the multicultural dollars that are being spent, you come up with about $3.5 trillion every year.
How am I going to stretch the $20 that I have in my purse to feed my family?
Starting from a place of empathy, of having institutions that are supposed to be a bedrock of trust, not be ones that you can count on. I think that is the starting point for rebuilding that trust across the different products that we're all talking about up here.
You can't be a successful sort of partner with people without actually feeling about them like you feel like communities.
We're going to be getting that more and more from consumers. Where was the raw materials for this sourced from? Was it in a conflict company? What did you pay your employees to make these things?
They want to have a job where at the end of the day they come home and they can do something extra. They want the dream of a retirement with life afterwards, and then they want to know, can my kid have the same thing?
Ultimately, that's the American dream, right? The ability that you can actually work, make yourself something, and then your kids can make themselves better.
Indeed, 40% of our parents are telling us that my kid was involved in the car that I bought.
It's also easy to get distracted by the pace of technological progress without sort of stopping to think about how is that actually going to translate into change.
We must use automation in ways that will drive productivity, serve the customer better at the same time. So we're trying to marry people and technology.
Some jobs and some occupations will decline. We're also going to have some job gains because there's some other activities that are much harder to automate. That actually means most jobs will actually change more than they will disappear.
It's much cheaper as well to reskill and repurpose an existing worker than it is to go out and try to recruit and hire a new one.
It was really good to hear the conversations today about the future of work. We're doing everything we can as a company, thinking about a system that lends to people outside of Walmart or people who don't excel in Walmart and move on can succeed as well.